started. I have one bar on my cell phone, and my Sirius XM was fading in and out, but we're at the site Pretty Damn where we made one of our first travel vlogs, right, honey? Oh, I don't know if you're live on your other platform. Say hi. Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful day here. It's around 60 degrees, maybe. I think in Celsius that's like 14 or 15, but it's not, it's nice enough that the Sunday weekend crowds are out. There's some sort of hiking club down there, which is great. Oh, go ahead. Yeah. So we're gonna go down there later, but we're gonna walk across. You can see the leaves are falling. Come over here, a little less photo bombing over here, guys. So we made one of our first travel blogs. Like, we started this channel in October 2022. I mean, we did some vlogs from our neighborhood, our church, South St. Matthews in Baltimore City, Lidl, when it had just opened near Morgan State in Baltimore City. So a lot of Baltimore City content. But this is really the first time we made videos and did a full travel blog outside of the city. We're still in Baltimore County, but we're like you're less than 10 miles, 15 kilometers from Pennsylvania if you keep on going that way, near Interstate 83, which we actually did a leaf peeping live crossing the state line on Interstate 83 near here. But this is a totally different world, right, honey? We went leaf peeping on the interstate near here. Now we're on the back road. Yep. So really similar to the, I'm trying to remember what it was called. Very similar when we also did live near Randallstown, the way back from the apple, like the attempted apple picking where he found the pumpkins instead. That was can't remember what that's. Oh, Liberty Reservoir. Yeah, Liberty Reservoir. That's right, because Liberty Road crosses it. So just revisiting, kind of reflecting. And so we've been YouTubers for three years now. Happy 3rd YouTube anniversary, honey. Happy almost 10th wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
I'd kiss, but you're not feeling too well. Yeah. Oh, shout out Three Shoulders. Yeah, she's at least the Asian woman with the old adventures is feeling just well enough to take a drive out here, but we can't do any hardcore hiking. She needs rest. But at least she got a doctor's note to get off work, so that's the important thing. We're here because she has that doctor's note, so there's the positive. Okay, and you can see there's kind of a beach over there. I mean, the water level of this reservoir varies depending on rain and water demand in Baltimore City. Because this is where the water we give our sunflowers and stuff when it's not raining comes from. It's all in our drinking water. I mean, we can't filter our water in a new house. It's where the water we flush our toilets comes from, and the water we give Chester comes from here too. So speaking of Chester, shout out to Lemon Shoulders. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And so we started YouTubing 3 years ago, like I said, and we had a lot of travel content, and we still do travel like half the time, and we're experimenting with having 2 niches, and we're looking for a brand to unify our niche of cat vlogging, like funny cat videos with Chester. He's holding down the house down in Baltimore City. But we're up in the county making travel content here at an old historic dam. And there's getting a lot of people out, so I'm going to try to respect their right to enjoy this beautiful fall day. Colors are pretty much a peak up here. And yeah, we do have a tradition of doing, we call it leaf peeping. It's like a upstate New York, northern New England, like really a Vermont thing. But I'm from more further west in upstate New York. But we kind of call it there. I don't know. It's like I like that term. And Liesel's learned the term now. Like peeping, like if you're watching in the Philippines or another part of Asia, peeping is it's another word for looking. So we're really here. Let's actually cross the Liesel's over. She does a lot of live streaming on her other platform now, her SocialMed platform. And thanks everyone. Like if you're commenting right now, using the live chat, it might just be a low signal. I'm not seeing it, but I do thank anyone who's doing that. Let's see. Okay, all messages. Okay. Yeah, just... But at least it's just a good enough signal to be live here. And I will get a video from the falls down there to do a short, because it's probably... We went live on a similar signal. Historic car there. We went kind of last Saturday when we were with Shout It's Mommy up in Syracuse, New York. We went live from... It was a one bar Verizon signal in a park. Oh, hi. Setting wrong. Setting went wrong. Oh, say thank you, Laura Gutendofer said hi. What I'm trying to say is it might be where we barely have a cell phone signal here, so it might be blurry. Or I might have... Thanks, Christopher Mata. Might have... Sitting, BGF. Okay, you're sitting in BGF. Where's that at? Here, the sun's come out, so hopefully, I mean, you can kind of make out the colors. If it's a little blurry, it's because of the cell phone signal. But I'm gonna make a YouTube short travel blog here. And we do have a full... I'll link it in the live stream later when I'm able to get on my laptop. But we do have a full blog from here 3 years ago. It was also a peak color. It was just as beautiful of a sunny day. So again, appreciate all comments, thumbs up, watchers as always, and we're looking for any comments about how to bridge two niches as a YouTuber would be great, because I think right now the algorithm's trying to figure out how to do that, but we got to help the algorithm along. And we're also... We encourage all real people watching this to, yeah, I see loading emoji, so it probably is a low signal, but encourage everyone watching this, or, you know, if you're real, and I know most of you are real, a subscribe or a like is great, but the algorithm tends to remove bot accounts after a while, so we've kind of been going through a cycle of having a lot of bots removed. And I've learned that you can have, like, you can check if it's really like bot accounts and spam accounts being removed by getting on your laptop and going to YouTube Studio. So any YouTubers watching, that's... Hold on. Okay, so Drew Carey, I've gotten Jack Black before. I've gotten maybe it's because I'm in my early 40s now. I think that's, and I'm not from Cleveland, but I'm from like the closest city to Cleveland that has an NFL team. Go Buffalo Bills. If the Ravens were having a better season, I probably wouldn't say that around here. Tends to be. I support both teams, and if they're ever in the playoffs, in it, like I think they've been in an AFC Championship one time. God forbid it happen. I just have to keep my mouth shut at my school with my fifth graders. But there's a lot of Eagles fans on our staff too, so they're NFC. It doesn't matter unless it's the Super Bowl. Then that would be awkward. Okay, I'm not a big football fan anymore, though. Just saying, kind of make it a connection to Cleveland. Probably similar accent. Because Drew Carey. Okay, so this is a historic site. I've lived in Baltimore most of my adult life. Oh, thank you, Maria Lopez. Beautiful there, Muibi. Yeah, very. Thank you. I guess, and this says exactly where we are too. City of Baltimore. David. I wonder if David Scott's related to Brandon Scott, our current mayor. This is from. Yeah, this is not. Rawlings Blake was 10 years ago. I actually met Rawlings Blake when I was doing like Department of Transportation contracting work when I was right out of college. So I'm trying to get the motorcycle without getting their faces in it, guys. This is old. It was almost They started building it a little over 100 years ago, and now it must have been done. Took 9 years to build, and I guess that makes sense because, like, and it is very 1930s style, like stone building and stuff. So it's too bad people practice their gun shooting on a historic building like this. There's plenty of trees they could aim. I mean, I don't have anything against like people having like having a registered gun or two for hunting or for practice target shooting, which is it's not cool to shoot it at an old building, guys. A lot of trees, and there is hunting in this park. Like, it is hunting season too, so that's why. I mean, if Liselle were feeling better, she'd be wearing a bright color too, so that the deer hunters and turkey hunters can see you. And there are wild turkey in here, guys. It's almost Thanksgiving too, but there are wild turkey living in here. They're like the Lubu. Okay, let's get off the road. But yeah, the wild turkey here, they're like the Labuyo in the Philippines. The wild. I actually saw one at Pantabangan Dam. It was very similar, very kind of a similar location. It's just Pantabangan Dam is a lot bigger. The lake behind it is a lot bigger, and it's not for drinking water. It's for power. This is for drinking water, so you can only have forest around it. There's no houses or resorts, but Pantabangan in the Philippines, near our farm and near shout-outs were Sweetie and Maurice and who else lives? Frank will live in the farm, and Kyle lived there. Shout-outs Kuya Kyle. Shout-outs Mari and Yuli, and it's everyone living. All the kids in the farm, they live near Pantabangan. And then shouts to Sophia, and her Nanay Famela help raise eggplants at Pantabangan, which is just like this, but it's bigger and there's resorts on it. And the trees don't turn orange and yellow and stuff in the winter because, the fall, because it's a rainforest. It's the Philippines. But I did see a wild chicken, called a Lubuyo. I gotta ask Liselle when I gotta go find her. I shouldn't have strayed this far from my sick wife. But she's not. She's feeling well enough to go live on her other platform, so I shouldn't say. But yeah. Kind of figuring out how to bridge two YouTube niches here. Okay, we're gonna go down to the bottom in a second. Gotta backtrack, but I don't want to drop my phone. Liselle is a lot bolder when sticking her phone over. She was holding it over the fence at Niagara Falls last week. Alligators? Nope. We're in Maryland, close to Pennsylvania, so it's too cold. The winters are too cold for alligators here. But if you go around 300 miles or 500 kilometers south of here, eastern North Carolina, that's where you start having alligators. It's actually a nice place called Alligator River National Wildlife Refuge that we can go through. Going down to Florida this winter for winter break, so hopefully we can detour there. Good question, though. A lot of trout, and I think they even have some salmon that are introduced here. People do fish, but it's not as good at fishing as in upstate New York, where I'm from. And okay, but it's a nice place. A lot of deer and turkey in the forest here. That's what I was just comparing the turkey to the wild chickens in the Philippines, called Labuyo or Labayo. Okay, I gotta go find Liselle, the Asian woman with the old adventures, because she'll know what they're called. Yep. A lot safer to go hiking in the forest up in the northern United States versus some people that still say Maryland's the South, but it's not. It's part of the North. It's kind of part of the Northeast. It's mid-Atlantic. Not trying to cause controversy there. All right, thanks for the thumb up. So we're kind of figuring out bridging the two niches. Again, appreciate any comments. We got a cat blog going on with our cat Chester, funny cat videos. And we actually got a Halloween special going on. And then we got the travel part, which we kind of slowed down on because me and Liselle are both very busy with work. But we still take a lot of day trips, and I've been loving going live. I love all the comments, the interaction. Thank you again, guys. And love answering questions about, just love sharing where we live at. And also last weekend, I shared where I'm from, although video quality didn't turn out that well. And we do got a lot more content. It's just, I probably have time for like 2, 3, maybe 4 shorts if I'm lucky per week. Okay, I didn't want to get someone. Okay, sorry guys, I wrong touched something. I don't know what the heck happened, but at least it's going to be part of the same live. And I did 2 lives last week when I tried this from another time. We post like maybe two, 3, 4 for like shorts a week. And I was actually researching for all aspiring YouTubers out there that there is, like if you post every day, it actually is counterproductive because then the algorithm doesn't know. It's something about how it doesn't know how to organize the videos, which we're trying to figure out how to do 2 niches and have the algorithm figure that out. But at least like people have done it before. We've been getting, the key? Okay. Yeah, so Liselle's going to take a break in the car. Honey, is it Labuyo or Lubayo?
Labuyo.
Labuyo, because I'm saying there's turkey hunters in the woods here now, and I'm comparing it to in Pontabagon and the wild chickens that we saw. And this is like Pontabagon, it's all forest because it's all drinking water. Pontabagon Dam is just to make electricity, right, honey? Okay, so I got the Filipino. What was that, honey? Yeah, it's a close start. Yeah, close to the Bukani Sweetie. And we do have a couple travel vlogs from Pontabagon, too, that I can link in the live stream recording. Okay, but Liselle's going to go. She was out for long enough to make her. I mean, this is also like this channel is like me and my wife. We kind of share it. But because Liselle and she's really been doing a great, she's really been working hard on her other platform. I don't like to you shouldn't really shout out other social platforms or social media platforms on, the competing one. But I mean, they synergize. They go together. This is, but I've kind of taken over the management of this YouTube channel and the content and the creative choices because, thanks for the love. Yeah, Liselle's working, my wife, the Asian woman with the old adventures. Even though the channel's still named after her, she is just working hard on another platform, and she works night shift 2, 3 times a week. So, whereas I have the weekends off reliably. I'm a special education teacher in the same Baltimore County school, same as this place. It's just I'm way in a different part of the county, right by the Chesapeake Bay, where it's flat as a pancake. But it's, we share the work on this social media, YouTubing adventure, her other platform, and her other platform's very. Oh, good question. Now, I've never when I was in Boy Scouts, I used to go to a camp in September. My Boy Scout troop would camp out, and I would practice shooting off guns, and there was a lot of hunters there. It was like a gun show, a hunting show for adults, but I never actually been hunting. I did a lot of fishing as a kid. My dad was more of a fisherman. He wasn't a hunter, so I don't really fish anymore. But oh shoot, sorry, I didn't realize someone was behind me. We still do on this YouTube a lot of our videos, or we call it they're bird hunting, they're goose hunting, duck hunting, pugo hunting, which means pugo is the little brown chicken or smaller size bird that lives in the rice fields in the Philippines, but they also live in the wetlands in the Eastern Shore, Delaware, New Jersey. So it's kind of a joke. We're not really hunting birds. We're looking at them with binoculars and with the camera. All right, so just enjoying the color. So Liselle is back in the car, so I'm gonna get a little closer to this, but I'm going to make a video. I'm going to do a short form video of this from a little closer, guys. Because there's a lot of people down there. When you're in places like Niagara Falls or Statue of Liberty, where, we've either been to make content or we've made content, but we haven't released the videos yet, or we're downtown. We did Christmas lights in New York City in Midtown Manhattan, times Oh, wait, we done Times Square too, and because like I wasn't careful with the camera, like a bunch of people dressed up as Elmo and Homer Simpson snuffleupagus us, which means they grab the cell and maybe take a picture with them, and then they're like, "Where's your money? Where's your money?" I think I gave them like $40. They're like, "Come on, man, we can't break it." I was like, "Come on, just go into a store and like break it. You guys each get $10, or maybe it was $8." There was 5 of them. That was a funny video. But my point is, when you're out here, it's like if you can avoid having people in your videos like in the background, yeah, that's the time. Just like look up like the Times Square. You can search our content. It was summer 2023. I forget. I don't remember what the title is, but it's funny. So yeah, always try to. Unless it's like New York City or a busy tourist spot, I always try not to have people in the background because people don't want to be on your YouTube channel. All right, so I'm gonna. Okay, I'm trying to. There's no one in. Yeah. All right, so I don't want to keep Lisel waiting for too long, so I'm gonna end this live. Looks like I have a shot to go down there right now. No, I can go a little lower. Okay. Here goes nothing, guys. So that's not a natural waterfall. It's just the water being let out of the dam so it doesn't overflow. I don't even know if they can make electricity with that. I don't know. I have to look it up. Okay. Well, so it is around, how many steps? I don't know. I'm not counting them. It's probably like 200 steps, something like that. If I get halfway down, I can probably count them coming back up. And I'd say I'll estimate it's like 30, probably. It's like 150 steps. I mean, the dam, just using the scale of the people at the bottom, the dam looks to be at least like 100 feet, maybe 150 feet, which is like 30 to 50 meters high. But if you come at the right time, you can see rain. Yeah, that would be not going to do it. That's why Lisel, my wife, is sick, so she wasn't going to come down. Okay, but if you come at the right time, you can see the rainbow. I guess it's probably not. It's too low, but you can see rainbows that are up like Niagara Falls. Okay, well. Yeah, I'll go halfway down. I'll get some short form content. So I'll end this with just the power of moving water. If they're not making electricity out of that, they should put a generator in, because electricity is in short supply these days in the United States, especially in Maryland. And this is, it's an existing dam. It's carbon neutral. It's reliable, and the water's always flowing out of there, so hopefully they're already making electricity there. If not, someone put a generator in their place. But all right, bye for now. Thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks we had 3 steady shoulders. Thanks again for everyone. Maria Lopez commenting, Nathan Dunlap for commenting, Laura Gutzendorfer or Duff, again, I might be getting the name Christopher Mata. Thank you, guys. So I will end the live, but there will be a short coming from this spot, probably middle of next week, because it's Chester's turn. It's the cat log niche term. And again, please comment after the fact if you have an idea of how to bridge two niches on YouTube. A channel with cat log and travel blogs kind of combined. Because you got to have your cats if you're too busy to travel with work. But we love traveling. It's therapy. Every here and there. Bye. Thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Yeah, my wife will feel better soon. It's just a common cold. Bye.